Hello everyone, how's it all going? Welcome to another episode of Louie's Garage. So today what are we doing? Well, we are working on my really reliable, really dependable C200 compressor. This car has now done 155,000 kilometers. I've had it for 7 years. I think it's 7 years, it might be 8 years. It's been a long time. And I've just recently done a few things to keep it up to spec. Changed the thrust arms and the control arms, also the engine mounts and the transition mount, very similar to how I did my E55 AMG. So if you're interested, you probably should check out those videos. I didn't really bother filming the process there for those things. But what we are doing today is going to be something that I haven't been able to find on YouTube, which is changing the supercharger fluid or oil. So this car is now obviously over 14 years old, I think, 13 years old, over 13 years old. And like I said, it's done 155,000 kilometers. So I think it is time to have a look at the supercharger oil, make sure it's still well lubricated, and make sure that there is actually still oil in there. All right, let's get started. All right, so here's the engine bay of my C200 again. You can see the supercharger pulley is right there. So the supercharger is just behind the pulley there. And I'm pretty sure the drain and fill hole is just somewhere down there, so I think we might have to take off the accessory belt and probably a couple of these intake hoses for the supercharger. It might make it a little bit easier to access. So what are you going to need for the job? Well, you are going to need this AC Delco supercharger oil. It's recommended to get 2 bottles. I think it's 150 mils that we have to fill it up by, so you just kind of need just a little bit over 2 bottles. I'll double check and let you know how much exactly towards the end of the video. And then you also need a syringe. This is to extract any oil that's left in the supercharger, and also to put in the new oil back into the supercharger. So yeah, those are the things that you need. We also need some tools, and I'll go over that as we start taking things apart. You would have seen that I've already taken apart my air intake hose, so that's sitting over there, and that just gives you a little bit more space to work with. Alright, to remove the accessory belt, you are going to have to use a T60 for the accessory belt tensioner. So just make sure you have one of these before you start the job. We're going to untension the accessory belt and remove that, and then see if we can get a better look. Alright, got my breaker bar here, and we're just going to untension the belt. Cool, there we go. Hopefully now we can see what's going on a bit better. Alright, so it's a little bit hard to see because of the clearance and the angles and everything, and because I can't get this bloody intake hose off for some reason. But yeah, there is a little grub screw there. It's a T30 apparently, and that's the one that we have to undo. It should not be very tight, so just don't try and lean on it too hard, and we'll try and undo that, and then we should be able to get the old oil out. It's okay everyone, Pom Pom's here. He's going to help us fix the car, right Pom Pom? You going to help fix the car, Pom Pom? No. Strictly supervising only. Hey Pom Pom. Pom Pom. Alright everyone, so that's the little grub screw there. I've been able to undo it with the T30. It was a little bit of a challenge, so I'm just going to show you my setup, and then we'll take the grub screw out and start draining the old fluid. Right, so what I ended up having to do is use my U-joint and my extension, and then just kind of thread it through that gap between the pulley and everything else, all the hoses and stuff. And I was able to just undo it really slowly and carefully, and then just use your U-joint without the extension to get it undone the rest of the way. Alright, let's take that out and have a look. So here's a little grub screw with a seal. It is a little bit tricky to get out, so just be patient. My grub screw looks like it's in pretty good condition. There's no wear and tear, and the seal still feels pretty good, so I'm just going to reuse that. Alright, and now we have the supercharger oil just kind of leaking out. So I'm just going to have to clean that up a little bit and then start extracting the old oil out. It actually looks alright, but yeah, now that we've got to this point, we should definitely replace it. Alright everyone, so I've sucked out as much of the old fluid as possible. You can see that it is pretty dark. Yeah, that's definitely looking a bit old, and it's not very viscous. So yeah, definitely should put in some new fluid. I was only able to get out about 30 mils, so not very much. At least there was some still in there, I guess. So I've been told that I should at least try and put in 70 mils. But you know, I guess as soon as it starts running out the fill port, we should probably stop. But let's give it a go and see how much we can fill up. Right, so here's the new fluid, all ready to go. I've got around just over 40 mils of new fluid in the syringe. So let's give it a go and put it into the supercharger. Alright everyone, so we've actually just finished the job. I managed to put in about 70 mils of the supercharger fluid before putting any more in, just made more of it come out the fill hole. So everything's back together. Sorry I didn't actually take any footage of me filling it up. It was really difficult in terms of the actual space to access it, and also I just had not enough hands to actually film and fill at the same time. But you can imagine, it's pretty easy. You just stick your tube with a syringe into the fill hole and squirt the fluid in. It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, I'm just going to give it a go. Obviously put everything back together, the accessory belt, all that, make sure that's all back together. I've put this hose back on, which is all good, and then I'm just going to put my air intake hose on as well and give it a go. But yeah, should be all good now. Alright everyone, let's wrap up this video. So I've finished the oil change for the supercharger. I used about 75 mils of oil. I think that's as much as I can get in there. So you probably only need one bottle of the supercharger oil actually. And driving it around, it actually honestly feels a lot better. It's a lot smoother, especially in the gear changes for some reason. Maybe the supercharger was just causing a lot of drag on the engine, or maybe the RPMs were not quite exactly what the ECU was expecting before. But yeah, it actually feels a lot better now, and it's a bit quieter as well. Honestly wasn't expecting that much of a difference, but it seems like it's totally worthwhile to do this. And it's cheap, it's pretty easy, you can do it at home. So yeah, definitely go ahead and get that sorted. Alright everyone, see you next episode, bye bye.